be talking about Orange County, Florida. Orange County, Florida. Now, Florida is a tax deed and a tax lien state, which is considered like a hybrid state. So we're going to pick one county, which is Orange County. That seems to be a county that a lot of people send me requests on. They're looking for information on that county and they're just having a hard time like finding it, right? So I said, okay, I'm going to share my screen and give you all of the goods, the lowdown, where to go to find the information so that you can be successful in the event that you want to invest in Orange County. So where's Orange County, Florida? Orange County, Florida is Orlando, right? So that's like the central Florida. Orlando, the city of Orlando, is located in Orange County, as well as other municipalities as well, right? So Orlando isn't the only city in Orange County, but it's a pretty amazing county. Lots, the population is good. Investments here are good. There's a high demand, I should say rather, for this area. So to get a tax deed property or investment property in Orange County is highly, highly coveted and in demand. So let's take a look at Orange County and see exactly what is available out there for the next upcoming auctions with tax deeds. And we'll also take a look real quick at what they have available for their lands available for taxes list. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Are you ready? Yeah. All right, let's get it. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm going to share my screen, so just bear with me. All right, so I'm actually already on Orange County Comptroller's website. All right, so in the state of Florida, there's 67 counties, and Orange County is very unique because they're the only ones that put their tax deed research information on their comptroller's website instead of the clerk of courts. So if you're looking for tax deed information to research, for the other counties, it will be on the clerk of court. But for Orange County, they have the information on their clerk of court, on their comptroller, excuse me. So that's the website that we are on right now. If you take a look up here at my browser, it is OCCOMPT.com/auctions, right? So here we are right now, auctions. So public auctions. So Orange County, like any other county, has multiple different types of auctions. They have auctions for, equipment, surplus equipment. They have auctions for foreclosure, mortgage foreclosures. They even have auctions for tax deeds, and they also have auctions for tax liens. So we're looking specifically for the type of auction that fits our business model and what we're looking for. So I've defaulted to the tax deed auction right here, right? So this has some kind of old information here. It's saying that the tax deed sales office is located at 109 East Church Street in downtown Orlando. Yeah. Orange County used to have their auctions in person downtown Orlando, but now they've migrated to having their auctions online. Okay, and if you're looking for all of your information, like research, is also online. They rarely are allowing anybody to like come in and take a look and stuff like that. You got to research all that stuff online. Anyway, so now we're on their website here. So I'm just going to scroll down real quick here. And we're going to take a look. We're going to learn more about tax deeds. That's what we're going to do. Click here. All right, cool. So now we learn more about tax deeds. On this site here is going to give you some Florida statutes citations if you're looking for information where to find any reference in the law regarding tax lien certificate sales. That's Florida statute 197.432. And tax deed sales, if you like to read law like I do, is Florida statute 197.542. All right, so they're different. As I said before, Florida is a hybrid state, so they do liens as well as deeds. Now, they also give you some information on where you can go to find the auction registration information. So RealAuction.com is a vendor for many of the counties, and they just they host the auction, right? But the county is still responsible for the administration, the management, as well as reconciling the results of the auction, even though RealAuction.com is facilitating the auction for convenience online. You can always go to RealAuction.com and get a tutorial. They have a training site or a demo site, if you will, if you just want to feel how it is to participate in an auction, you can go there and register. Registration is free. As far as I know, registration is free. And you can also send your deposits to participate in each auction online through RealAuction.com. All right. So lands available, it'll tell you some information about there as well too. So lands available for taxes are properties which were offered but not purchased at a tax deed sale. So after 90 days, any person or governmental unit may purchase the land, and they call everything land, whether there's a house on top, a duplex, a commercial building, an apartment, farmland, it don't matter. They call everything land for the opening bid plus omitted year's taxes, right? As cited in Florida Administrative Code 12D-13.06 for subsection 3, right? And you can click here and view the code. All right, so that's that. So now they have their disclaimer, buyer beware, all that cool stuff. And this is really important, guys. They really do mean buyer beware, right? So tax deeds are sold as is on a buyer beware basis. So any person that's investing in tax deeds, you have to do your due diligence. You are responsible for actually doing your own due diligence and, taking caution on this investment like you should anyway. I mean, if you are investing your money, you should be taking all precautions and all of the required due diligence to mitigate and reduce risk, right? So whether that's real estate, that's cryptocurrency, whether you out there mining those doggy coins or whatever they call it, or it's the stock market or whatever it is that you're doing, you should be educating yourself to make sure that you're making the right decisions, right? So because this is a government website, they're asking us to accept the terms and agreement of using their site. So let's do that right now. We're not going to break anything by accepting it. So let's go ahead and accept that. So here we are. So now that I have accepted the terms and conditions, I'm still on Orange County Comptroller's website, Orange County, Florida, but it's taking me to a whole nother area of their website. And this area of their website is where you can actually do your research, right? It's where you can pull up historical data, because if you could take a look here, and it has sales date from present to past, right? It goes all the way down. 2019, 2018, like you could really look at some historical information if that's what you really wanted to do, or you could look at the most recent dates or the upcoming auctions if that's what you'd like. So I personally come over here to the status area and take a look. So you can search by any status. You can search by overbid. You can search by active sales. I normally search by active sales. I search by lands available. I look at what has been redeemed sometimes or what has been struck off, So if you have a property that is struck off, what that really means is like, it has been, the definition of struck or status of struck is either the property has been turned over to the tax lien certificate holder because it wasn't purchased at the auction, or it can also be struck off to the county. Okay, so let's take a look. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to do a general search of active properties for sale, right? And any date, right? I'm not going to choose any specific auction, just any date in his search. Let's see what happens. All right, cool. So far there is 156 items found. So 156 properties that are actively available for sale. If you're taking a look at this information here, it'll give you the tax deed file number, right? Certificate number, all of this information here, the case number, right? And then here you have the sale date and the applicant for that tax lien certificate, the person or entity that owns that, the status, the parcel number, and then all the way over here to the right, you're going to have the actual opening bid for that tax deed. Okay, so very cool. All right, so let's click on it. Why not? Let's figure this stuff out together. So what I love when you click on stuff, because you can't, hurt anything. you should be able to read what you're looking at, right? So you're looking at a lot of data. And this is what my students have become accustomed to reading and understanding what they're looking at and why they're so successful, because I teach in Tax Deed Genius what all of this means. And then from county to county, all of this information here, sometimes even the formatting is different. So it looks like it's different information, but it really isn't. You know, you just have to know what you're looking for so that your eyes go straight to it, right? So this digital document right here is what they call like the DR 513. So in some counties, this is a PDF document. In Orange County, it's obviously a web page, and it has all the information here. So what you're looking at is the two certificates that the current property owner did not pay, and the tax lien certificate holder has requested that this property go to auction because the tax lien certificates exceeded the redemption period and were not redeemed. The owner did not pay them. So the tax lien certificate holder wants their money back, right? So this is what happens. It escalates to like the next level, right? When the tax liens are not paid. Anyway, it gets more expensive for the property owner, unfortunately. So if you take a look at this section right here, guys, these are all the fees that has been added to the delinquent taxes, which is crazy. Because if you take a look at the actual face amount of the certificate, like in 2019, this taxes was only $263.75. In 2020, the real estate taxes was $288.75. But look how much more fees has been added on that now has to be redeemed if this person, property owner, wants to avoid their property from going to sale. I know. So here in this section, the redemption open and bid, it breaks it down for the previous property owner and anyone in the public and say, okay, well, how much do they really need to get this property redeemed? Well, it's now a total of $2,471.31. That's what it is, for sure. All right. It also gives you some more information. Homestead. All right, this property is not homestead. If it was, it would have a little check right there. And in the state of Florida, if a property has an homestead exemption, then some additional rules apply where the open and bid actually has to be half the assessed value. So since this is not a homestead property, the open and bid includes only the outstanding certificates, the court costs, the fees, and the penalties, which is the open and bid. So the open and bid now is $2,482.70. So the reason why I'm showing you this information right here, you guys, on line number 16, is because this is an actual property that can be purchased for their delinquent taxes. I don't know what type of property this is because I haven't done my due diligence on it. Here's the parcel ID. I can always cross-reference the parcel ID with the property appraiser's website to see what type of property it is, like the zoning and, you know, what is this property use? Like, what is it used for? So I can see what it is. But at the end of the day, the property is appraised by the Orange County property appraisers for $53,000, but literally it's like 5%, right? Less than 5% of the appraised value of this property is the open and bid for this actual property, which is amazing. So I hope this is like speaking to somebody here, because people ask me all the time, like, is tax deeds really, like, investing in real estate tax deeds and purchasing properties for their delinquent real estate taxes like a real thing? Is it really a viable strategy that people can be successful at? The answer is absolutely yes. I mean, the reason why I like tax liens and tax deeds so much as a acquisition strategy for real estate is because it doesn't require any driving for dollars. It doesn't require any marketing where you have to do yellow letters or any type of postcards or knocking on doors or any of those like kind of methods, or putting out bandit signs for those who do those bandit signs, those we buy houses bandit signs, because you're trying to attract buyers, or no, sellers, excuse me, that are in distress, like motivated sellers. So the list is available from the government, and this is happening in like every county USA. As you saw, 2020 was just what, a few months ago. You know, we had a pandemic and we had the lockdown, but real estate taxes was still due. And they were still collecting it, you know, and they're still holding property owners accountable no matter what was happening. So taxes are something that is due for everybody, right? So when it's not paid, there's a process in place that supports the collection of the taxes. And this just happens to be that process, right? So if you're ever considering learning more about this strategy, learning more about how you can get involved and how you can learn and make sure that you are making the right decisions and you know everything so that you can keep your investments safe, you know, consider checking out Tax Deed Genius, which is my 8-week online training course. And you can access all the information for Tax Deed Genius at thejackyjackson.com. That's my website. And there you can actually see an outline of what's included for all of the 8 modules. In the 8 modules, there are over 90 videos, you guys, where I literally share my screen just the way I did today in a step-by-step process, literally holding your hand, showing you how to invest in tax liens, tax deeds, as well as surplus overages, which is the excess funds that are generated sometimes when the opening bid or the property sells for more than the opening bid. People talk about that all the time, right? So it's an amazing strategy that you should add to your skill, right? Your toolkit for your acquisition strategy, no matter where you are in the spectrum of real estate investing, whether you love wholesaling or you love, you know, buy, fix and sell, or you're a buy and hold investor and you like long-term investments. This is a strategy that you can add to your toolkit so that, hey, if your primary method of investing is not working, or, you know, there's like a little slowness or a bottleneck or something, this is another strategy that you could look into so that you can keep your pipeline full. All right. Anyway, it was great talking to you guys again. I'm looking forward to sharing some more information with y'all at the next Tax Week Tuesday. And it's just an amazing, awesome week, right? You guys have a great week out there. There's so many auctions that are coming up. I mean, just this one county alone has 156 opportunities. So you can imagine there's plenty more counties where that came from, right? So there's lots of opportunities out there. Go look at them. Truly, go look at them. Go to my website, thejackyjackson.com, sign up for Tax Deed Genius and get in the family, get in the know so that you could be successful and, you know, protect yourself when making an educated decision about your investment. Anyway, toodles, guys. I will see y'all next week.